Plaintiff Shaniqua Brown is suing her former friend for the remaining cost of her dog and for emotional distress. Shaniqua says she loved her precious pet Yorkie, Fendi, but there came a time when she could no longer care for him. Shaniqua claims she made a deal to sell Fendi to her friend, but the friend took Fendi without paying in full and then resold him. Now Shaniqua doesn't have the money or the dog. Defendant Ashley Pennicott claims she did pay Shaniqua in full for the dog, so she has no idea why Shaniqua brought her to court. Ashley says there also came a time when she could no longer care for Fendi, so she sold him to someone else. Ashley argues she owned the dog and therefore could sell Fendi to whomever she wanted. She's filed a counterclaim for harassment.
All right, Ms. Brown, you're suing Ms. Pennicott for $330, the value of a Yorkie you sold to her, $670 for your emotional distress. Is that right?
Yes.
And Ms. Pennicott, you have countersued for $1,000 for harassment.
Yes.
So, how do you know this lady, ma'am?
We was friends. We did some modeling together. We met doing modeling.
Was it a good relationship?
Yeah, it was a good relationship.
Okay, and so how'd you get this dog?
I got him as a gift for my birthday from a boyfriend.
Okay, and what's the dog's name?
His name is Fendi Dior Reese.
Fendi Dior Reese.
Yes.
Okay, and so how long did you have the dog?
I had him for about 5-6 months.
Okay, so how did you end up selling the dog to this lady?
I was getting into some modeling, and then I had a job, and I was like attending school, so I wasn't able to watch him as much as I was supposed to. And my mom was saying like he's too much, and she has my 2 little sisters, so she's not able to watch him often.
So it became too much to care for
Yeah.
him with your schedule and your
Yes.
home situation.
Yes, correct.
So you like the dog?
Yes.
Okay, and did you offer to buy the dog from her?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about that conversation.
Well, I seen on AIM, I seen that she was selling the dog for I think $500. So I hit her up. I said, oh, I was gonna buy a dog, a Yorkie, a little pit bull, a little dog for my son.
A Yorkie or a pit bull?
Yeah, as long as it was
the same thing.
No, as long as it was small. I can deal with a pit bull from baby. I can't just go get a big pit bull, but from a baby, a small dog, I wanted something small.
Okay, did you advertise the dog on AIM
Yes.
for $500?
Yes.
Okay,
So-
do you have pictures of the dog?
Yes.
Let me see a picture of the dog we're talking about. Oh, cute dog. Okay, it must have been hard for you to give up that dog.
Yeah, it was.
So you bought the dog.
Yes.
Okay, so you agreed to pay the $500 for the dog?
Well, our conversation was that, I don't have $500, but if you let me get the dog and I pay as I can, that'll be fine. Actually, if you want to be technical, we didn't agree on a price. It was pay as you get it.
Okay, well, no, you told me that you agreed to pay $500. You just told me that.
The dog was $500. That's how much I seen her advertise the
No,
dog
you
for.
told me that you agreed to pay her $500 for the dog. Did you agree to pay her $500 for the dog?
It was
Look
paid.
at me. Did
I'm
you
looking
agree
at
to
you.
pay her $500 for the dog?
It was-
Look at me.
I'm looking at you. It wasn't 500 like okay $500 and it was more as I get the money I'll give you what I can as I get it.
Okay, but the final number was $500.
I don't
Excuse
believe
me.
it was $500.
Okay, what was the final number?
It wasn't a final number.
So just give me money for the dog when you feel like.
As you get it, as you get the money, give.
But when
give
were you
as
supposed
get
to
it.
stop giving money?
I stopped.
When you got to what amount of money?
Yeah, she was so very
You don't know.
No.
Okay, so how much money did she give you initially for the dog?
She gave me like $70, and she was like, she'll give me the rest. So I think in like 2 weeks, which is the last time I saw Fendi, she gave me $200, and then that was it. So $270 in total.
Okay, so she gave you $270. You agree that you gave her $270?
No, it was more than 270.
How much did you give her?
Altogether, Had $400.
No.
You gave her $400 for the dog.
Because
Let me ask you, how did you give her the money? How did you pay?
like the first time we said, we went
Right.
and cashed my check, and I gave her some money.
How much
Now,
did you give her when you cashed your check?
It might have been 70. I think it was $70. As a matter
Okay,
of fact,
and then what else did you give her?
And then after that, one of my male friends, I said, I can't. If the dog is too much, I'm at work all day, and he's really spoiled. So he said, I'll give you the rest of the money to give to her.
What was the rest of the money?
Well, he gave me $300.
When did she give you additional money?
2 weeks after.
And how much money was that?
$200 and $100 bills. 2 $100 bills.
So in total, all she ever gave you was
$270.
$270.
Yes.
And your testimony is all you ever gave her was
$370.
$370.
Yes.
But even if I believe you that you gave her $370, in your mind, you didn't need to give her any more money because you thought that was the value of the dog.
That was the rest. Well,
Actually,
basically, yeah. Because let me tell you how I remember that. Because if it was the rest of the money was more,
Right.
I would have told him it was more because he was willing to give me the rest of the money to pay her for the
But
dog.
if you don't know what the price is, then how do you know when you've given enough money?
Because it was $300. I would have told him
But you
more.
gave her $370.
If it
So was it
if-
$300 for the dog or was it
No, the initial
$370?
price, we agreed on. It wasn't $500.
Okay, what was it? For
I don't-
5
I
minutes
can't-
now, I've been trying to figure out what was the price.
The price was less than $500. It was. It had to. It had
more
to be
than what? Less
No,
than
it
five?
was less than 5, but it had like 4. We agreed on like 450 or something like that.
Wow. $50 more, we're gonna be at $500.
When Judge Karen's court continues.
You sold the dog to your male friend.